Hastily, you push Bainton aside, then dive to avoid the falling net. The sheer speed by which you react saving you both from becoming trapped like two foxes in a snare. Quickly, you spring to your feet and rush to help your fallen companion. As you stoop to lift him, you hear a deep voice cursing you quietly in the shadows. You turn to face the voice, weapon in hand, ready to cut him down. But you're shocked to the core when you see who it is who emerges from the pen. So we meet again, lone wolf. The words, full of hatred, are spoken by a tall, ancient figure, whose gaunt face is framed by a shock of platinum hair. It is Archdruid Kadak, ruler of Mugaruth, the leader of the senior druids of rule.
That guy again.
What is your purpose here, Kadak? You groan in reply, your weapon raised in case he or his minions should attempt to rush you. I am the ruler of this city now. After all, is it not fitting that I should inherit the legacy of the Dark Lords? Kadak's whimsical mood seems to change for the worse, a change reflecting his voice. Your meddlesome intrusion had cost me dear, kind lord, he hisses. We have a debt to settle, and I intend to make you pay what you owe. I brought you here. It was my purpose. I have no interest in the inferior magic of this fool you call a friend. He says, sneering at Bainton. Yet I knew that he would be bait enough to lure you. Slowly he steps towards the shadow, and you tense yourself, fearing an imminent attack. Now you will settle your debt, he says, almost in a whisper. Once and for all. He snaps his fingers, and you hear the creak of a heavy iron door slowly opening. Then a low snorting noise echoes through the pen, stirring the caged crow and slant beast to sudden frenzy. You steel yourself and cast your eyes around in a desperate attempt to see what is responsible for this sudden uproar. Then the corpse emerges into the light, and your blood runs ice cold in your veins when you look upon its terrible face. Emerging from the shadows with slow, purposeful steps comes a huge rodent-like creature. Its mustard-colored body and 6 claw-tipped legs are thick and powerful, corded with muscles that ripples as it moves. Its head is monstrous, the jaw seeming too large for its skull. This entire bony structure extends beyond the lips, and is studded with large, spade-like teeth. And there's a picture of it. Hold your doom, lone wolf!
Oh my god!
You are not cowering in fear like I expected you to, lone wolf!
Oh, I am so horrified!
I think it needs to go to the dentist and get some new false teeth.
It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's supposed to look like that. It turns its great head to look at you with cruel, deep-set eyes, and an eerie cry breaks from its maw. Kadak laughs with undisguised glee, and upon his command, the creature gathers speed and attacks. Do you wish to use your bow, or your magi magic?
Well, we used bow last time, so magi magic this time.
Okay.
You utter a power word which you direct at the creature's head. The concussive force of this spell hits the beast full in its face, making it falter and stagger back. But it does not delay its advance for very long. Its sheer size and strength enables it to withstand the blow and continue its advance, now doubly determined to fulfill Kadak's command. Hastily, you draw a hand weapon as the shadow of the angry beast falls upon you. With a maniac cry, the creature lunges at your head in an attempt to impale you upon its shovel-like teeth. You sidestep the attack and lash out at its throat before it can dodge your blow. You strike and open a gash in the leathery hide, but it's shallow and does not deter the beast from launching a second attack. You're now fighting the Zavaghar!
Oh, okay. 6.
Right. 6. Okay. The beast advances and it cracks you over the head with his massive bony jaws, causing you to sway from the side as you try to regain your sense of balance. You lose 5 endurance points.
Okay. 7.
Right. The creature charges, its last teeth snapping at you. You go in for a cut, and manage to hit it, injure it. But one of its massive teeth bores down into your shoulder. You lose 3 endurance points.
Okay. 3.
Right. 3. Okay. The beast charges into you, sending you flat on your ass down on the floor. You swing out your sword, but only manage to lightly graze it. You lose 5 endurance points. What's your life at?
13.
8. Okay. The beast charges again, but you manage to dodge roll out of way of one of its massive feet, though you sustain a minor injury. You lose 2 endurance points before you rise up and cut deep into its side. What's your life at now?
11.
11? Right. Aching with battle fatigue and the pain of your wounds, you stumble and fall to your knees before the mighty Zavaghar. Kadak laughs like a madman and screams for his creature to finish you off quickly. The beast rises up on his hind legs in readiness to strike you a killing blow. But suddenly, as it reaches its full height, its limb and torso become stiff and its movement jerky. "Slay the beast, Lone Wolf," whispers Baindon, the words forming in your mind. "I cannot hold it for long!" You glance to where your friend is lying and see that his trembling hand is stretched out towards the towering Zavaghar. Inspired by his courageousness, you shake off your fatigue and rush forward to plunge your weapon deep into the exposed belly of the beast, striking it a mortal wound, barely moments before Baindon's spell of holding fails. The Zavaghar shrieks in agony and comes crashing to the floor, its limbs flailing and its jaw chattering wildly as it ekes out the last throes of death. "No, no, no!" screams Archdruid Kadak, his voice filled with anger and bitter frustration. "It cannot be! It cannot be!" Madly he rushes across the pen and stares with open-mouthed incredulity at the carcass of the huge Zavaghar, his eyes wide with disbelief. Meanwhile, you have helped Baindon to his feet, and the two of you have begun to hurry towards you, means of escape, which is still perched on the landing platform. Suddenly, Kadak recovers from his shock, and seeing the two of you escaping, screams an order to his remaining Dracarum to prevent you from getting away. You reach the winged creature, and using your Magnicar skills, you manage to subdue it to your command. Arrows and crossbow bolts fly past, dangerously close, fired by those Dracarum who have responded to Kadak's order. You try to ignore these missiles as you mount the slant beast, and heave Baindon roughly across its great scaly neck. With a sharp kick, you urge the slant beast into the air, and as it soars away from the platform, you glance back to see Kadak shaking his fist and screaming vile curses.
"I'll get you next time, Gadget! Next time!"
You laugh at his displeasure, but your laughter chokes in your throat when you notice a battery of heavy bolt throwers lining the battlements above the pens. They are manned by Giak soldiers, and as you fly past them, they discharge a cloud of deadly missiles. Roll the die.
1.
God damn it!
You push down the slant beast's head and send it into a steep dive, a swift action which saves you from being knocked out of the sky by the cloud of deadly bolts. The streets of Coke come rushing towards you with unnerving speed, but you control the winged creature skillfully, reining it into level off in time to clear the ramparts of the south gate. As you pass over this gate, you catch sight of something strange yet wondrous to behold. So rolling low was good this time. So the one time the dice fails you, it actually saves you. God damn it.
I love this die.
Below you is the south gate of Coke. Its surface is covered by the hide of Nyxator, preserved by the Dark Lords as a trophy of Norse evil power. Nyxator was the first servant of the god Kai to appear in Magnimund, and the form he chose to adopt was that of a great dragon. He was the first recipient of Kai's wisdom. Our wisdom he encapsulated in the lore stones for the future good of all who follows the way of Kai.
And here I thought it was the minstrel who had arrived to cheer up the city.
Yeah. And here's a picture.
Robin rode forth from Camelot.
Yeah. You stare down at the face of your ancient ancestor and, for a fleeting moment, you detect the trace of a smile upon its fossilized lips. Then, in the next instant, you plunge into a bank of stormy grey clouds, and the dread city of Coke is lost to view. By the time you find your way back to the Skyrider, the storm has blown itself out. Your return is met with cheers and joyous celebrations, for your quest has been a great success. Lord Remora is especially pleased, and he praises you warmly. "Against all odds," he says, his voice filled with pride, "you have rescued our friend from the nightmare fortress of Coke, and delivered him safely into the arms of his loyal crew. Congratulations, Grandmaster Lone Wolf. You have triumphed once again, proving beyond doubt that you embody the ideals of the Kai. You have saved your closest friend from the clutches of the evil druid Kadak and confounded his plans. Yet the fight against evil goes ever on. Soon your courage and skill will be put to the test again, this time in a far distant realm of Magnamund. The nature of the quest and the perils that await can be found in the next Grandmaster adventure. Well, that was the Captives of Coke. What did you all think?
We met a lot of strange and funny creatures here.
Yeah. I feel really bad for the zombies, though.
Yep.
Yeah. Me too.
Ra, you got anything to add?
Nothing much, to be honest. It just felt like it is another rescue mission. And maybe it just be me, but...
Hey, it worked!
Yeah, it may just be me, but I think the whole thing about, yeah, we need to go and rescue someone again is sort of wearing a little thin. It is as if a year cannot pass before one of our friends stumble into mortal peril.
In any case, it's been a long time since we could take one book in one sitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember when we did that
I
last.
think it was the first book you did that with.
Yeah.
No, wait, you did the second book too. But other than that, yeah, it's always been over 2. But yeah, so do you have anything else to add?
No.
Not really.
Can we go back for the zombies, too? They can work in our burger bar, too.
Let's just headcanon that. Why not? You'll have a quite varied staff.
Yep.
So yeah, now
Hey, can you reveal the name of the next book we'll get to?
You're sure you don't want to wait until next time?
Okay, I'll wait.
Okay. So yeah, now your fast food restaurant is staffed by a combination of Kai students, crocodile men, and zombies. I'm sure it does wonder for tourism.
I would go to such a place.
I would too, I will admit that.
Yeah, me too.
Well, this has been Eric Cobra.
And Ron and Araja.
The Warlord 1.
And give it a year.
And this has been Let's Play Lone Wolf Blind. See you all around.
See you around, folks.
See ya!
Bye, bye, bye.